We have a new Callaway Rogue release. This is one of 4 drivers. Let's show you what it's all about. First hit here. On this cold December morning, that feels absolutely delicious. Again, good sound. Callaway Rogue family, we've got some new ones. So in my hands, I've got the Max. So this is the Rogue Max ST. ST standing for Speed Tuned. Now this is one of 4 drivers. So they've got a Max D, which is draw, which we'll review when we can get our hands on it. Samples at the minute from all manufacturers are a little bit COVID short. Then we got the Max, which I've got here. Then we got a low spin version, and there's also a triple diamond, like your Tour Pro super low spinning, sits slightly different as well. We'll try and get our hands on all of them and review them, but we're doing the Max. Arguably, this is kind of the most all-encompassing, like if you're going to cast the net over golfers, this is going to catch most of them. First design premise with this club, let's look at the weight at the back. So Callaway is saying it's a new tungsten cartridge at the back for stability and improved MOI, if you can find it in your drivers. So what you'll see is that it's kind of stretched quite a long way at the back, and it's right at the back and down near the bottom. The more you put the weight away from the face, and the more you can spread it to the outsides of the club. If you think of the old square driver where they tried to get the weight out here, that thing rocked MOI numbers even though it was a hopeless driver, which I've done videos on that. You can see how bad that was, but they're trying to get to there without making the hopeless driver. And really, Rogue and this one, they're saying they're doing pretty good for where they are at the minute. Being one of 4, just a little comment for you all, if you can, for me down below while you're down there. If you like the videos, remember, hit that subscribe button and the bell if you're already subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more reviews. One of 4 drivers. Question for you. So one of 4. They've also got Epic, often have great big Bertha as well. Do Callaway just have too many drivers? I mean, they've got a lot of drivers out, haven't they? Down in those comments down there. This one sits absolutely delicious down by the ball. Looks great. Silver face, black top. You see a little bit of the graphite coming out on top. And it's got this lovely kind of matte grey finish with these little bit of gold around the outside and this kind of dial. And then nice little Rogue logo. Same little Callaway chevron that we've seen on the top for a long time. It looks brilliant, and it does look sharp down by the ball. That first shot felt great. Let's hit another. Feel of Callaway drivers over the last few years with the older AI face, which this one's got that we'll talk about, has been very good. Oh yeah, it does sound absolutely brilliant. One of the best sounding drivers out there, to be fair. Good result with this one. This is the first one. Second one was just a bit further left, but about the same. We're also seeing a new version of Jailbreak, slightly different shape. These are the bars inside. They're saying it's giving it, again, more stability. It's all about trying to control ball speeds when you move away from centre hit, because hopefully we know centre hit now is pretty much controlled. It's if you can get the MOI up, basically, so those ball speeds across the face up as you hit across the face. I did a video about finding MOI, which is quite interesting if you want to understand that more. If not, and you want to just be sold a new driver, then yeah, MOI on this one is good. Now this idea with the new face does really intrigue me, and it's something quite different. So Callaway have used AI face for a while. They're using a supercomputer to design their clubs, and if you look at the heat patterns of their face, what they're saying is the face now is basically being modeled around speed, launch and spin. So they're modeling the face on their massive data crunching computer to try and deliver the best face for those 3 aspects. So that is something quite unique. I think other companies obviously are modeling the face for those things as well, but looking at the data that they're trying to push towards this development of how they move the face, it's quite interesting to know. I mean, I don't know how they get to the conclusion they get to. It would be, again, interesting to find out. I'm not sure if they've got that relationship with their supercomputer, to be fair. I'm not sure if supercomputers do answer questions quite how you want to, but you know what I mean. But I mean, interesting to see how that plays out over time. Again, it's something I don't think we'll find in a test. I'm going to show you my numbers on this club as well, and we'll do a fun little game at the end, which will be indoors because it is super cold out here this morning. But it'll be interesting, like I say, how that plays out over time. And it's definitely an interesting development kind of road they're heading down, which is quite unique to them. At the moment, I'm seeing a good looking, good sounding driver, higher MOIs are all great. I wouldn't say old Rogue was low in MOI, and I wouldn't say other companies are struggling in the MOI development or kind of delivery either. Now, are they pushing the needle with face? You could argue they probably are with designs. How much that plays out to us is a harder question. That is a lovely drive. Now, the sound is unique to Callaway. It's like this titanium, carbony, classic sound. It's like, it's almost got essence of a persimmon, but it doesn't sound like a persimmon. What it is it's just really unique to Callaway, and I like it. One thing I find quite interesting with Callaway over these last few years, which is, you know, they bring a lot of drivers out, which you have your comment on, and I think there's quite a lot really, but I get why there is. It's a business trying to make money. You could argue they've stayed away from the visible tech a little bit. Lots of internal stuff, you know, lots of, you could argue, trying to develop. Because there's always this big battle with the driver market at the top, trying to shout as loud as possible, and different colours and things like that can really have quite an amazing effect on the buying public. They're easily persuaded with visual ideas of tech. But I look at Rogue and I see a driver from the outside that might be slightly underwhelming in a market where people are trying to maybe overwhelm a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? It'd be very easy for Callaway to start really bells and whistles. Now, not saying they're not doing that on the inside with their marketing and their claims and their design. I'd say they are, but I mean, I don't know any other company using artificial intelligence maybe like they are. So maybe they are just kind of quietly trying to design the best clubs that they can. I'd love to know your opinion. Let me know. So we're going to move inside. It's starting to rain, unfortunately, and the camera doesn't like that. And we got some numbers to collect, and we're also going to do a bit of a fun game. We've got an aerodynamic shape, Callaway are saying, with this club as well, which you would expect. Lots of people are saying that at the moment, and why would you make one un-aerodynamic? Obviously, we got the changeable neck as well for dialing in, which is great for custom fitters, so they don't have to I mean, they've still got 4 heads even with that, to be fair. Carbon crown, triaxle carbon crown, and sole unibody design head. So they're really trying to save weight, as you would imagine. I wonder if they can make one that keeps me a little warmer. Or helps the UK not be so wet and muddy in the winter. That would be a driver that sells well, wouldn't it? Maybe we should, Callaway and other companies should just sell golf holidays. Save me money on the driver and just go away for England for a few months. It's just wicked sounding, brilliant sounding. I don't think I've said anything different about Callaway drivers since the introduction of AI, and that was, I'm not sure you can see that, but that was a middle ball, lovely. Let's go inside. All right, a little warmer in here. Let's collect some numbers. Right, I like the way the sound is definitely transforming into here. What I heard out there is in here. That's a bit of a toe that's done very well. Nice big data set there, over 20 shots. Should we see how it's doing? And we've got a little fun game as well to come. Get up. So it's averaging 277 carry, 8 yard standard deviation, 2.3 spin, 3.86 standard deviation, nice and tight, and 159 ball speed near my 160. So a few better strikes. This is going to average around 280. I mean, look at the carry. It's averaging 8 above this and below it. So if you think about that, 16 yards north-south, that's coming from me hitting in different parts of the face to quite a strike. Often when we do these videos, some people say, oh, why don't you test with a higher handicapper? And I've said this before, and I'll do some tests, hopefully try and show this a bit more, because I can't let this one, I can't seem to bury this idea of fort. I don't know who's massaging this fort as we go. Basically, I don't hit the middle all the time. I am testing different parts of the face. And yes, an amateur will have a wider spread of strikes, but that just means they'll have a wider spread of data, meaning you'll get to see a lot more mess. For me, I'm showing you some centers, some lows, some highs, some toes. And if you get further away from the center than where I'm getting, then no club is really going to save you. That's where you should be maybe looking at some lessons. So if you look at my average strike here, it's hilarious. It's low and down here. I mean, I'm using every part of the face, and that's why we see this number here being relatively big. So for me, no surprises, Callaway know how to make a good performing driver, and you'll find most modern drivers are falling into this slot. Anything for me carrying up near 280 is a solid drive. Shall we play a little game? Because anyone who follows my videos knows I want to try and hit it a bit further. Where should we set this green to? So everyone knows where this goes. I've set a green out there at 320, which I probably won't reach, and I'm going to have just one more go quite a lot of time. So post in the comments down below, do you reckon I can get there with the Rogue Max? And would I do better with the LS when it comes to tests? We can see. But I mean, I like the spin numbers there. Good solid numbers, good solid club, great sounding, great looking. I mean, it is just what you would expect from Callaway. Is it better than prior Rogues? They'll say it is. I'm not seeing any difference in the numbers, but I'm not seeing anything worse. 320. There's no way I can get this green, is there? Oh, I finned it. Nice and straight, but way out the bottom. So you can see these threads going on because I'm not on the tee anymore. That's a fin ball, 112 club, 290 spin. Nope, just the 286 yards, the last one. Nearly 40 yards short, don't like to talk about it. Oh, again, it's clean on 12. I'm gonna get the speed, I reckon. I'm not sure I'm gonna get the strike with the speed. So that's getting up to 290. There you go, there's my array of strikes. See the last strike, look, I am testing lots of parts of this club. It's just when I do mishit it, often my face angles and path is quite good, so you don't get the crazy offline ones that you might see if you've got varied clubhead delivery and strike. That's where you're getting your bigger variation. I mean, it doesn't mean a face or a club is going to save you anymore. Not that you would see in a day here anyway. Right, a bit better strike. It was higher, it felt. So we are going to fly that one further, look. So look, here we go. Oh, I can get there. That's 315. A little bit higher strike, lower spin. Come on. That is quite interesting looking at that strike, because that felt higher than that. Which, considering I'm hitting quite a few of these out the bottom, it does feel stable. Like we're talking pink gold feeling of stable as I hit it. And that's all anecdotal feel stuff, because again, when I try to measure these things, I just don't see a difference, but it feels stable, which obviously from the tech is everything they're going for. 320, can I? Surely I can, can't I? 160 ball, it's just dipping a little. Oh. That's close though, look, that's going to go to 316, 4 yards. We need 4 yards. Just need to hit the green. That's kind of green high, I think. Oh, isn't this exciting? For nobody but me. Oh, is it not drawing? It's a bullet straight. Get left, get up. Oh God, here we go. It was a 162 ball, a few millimeters higher, I reckon we're there. Yet to actually hit the sweet spot, but people comment and say I only hit it out the middle when I test. It's so not true. It's almost like people want an excuse. Look at yourselves is the bigger problem here. No, that's a toe. Ah, it's a high toe, see it dipping. Just one more. Again, didn't get all of it. I'm absolutely going for these to get there. So my variation you can see is definitely bigger. Again, it's bottom. I catch it out the bottom a lot when I try to turn my shoulders more to get more speed. That's really weak. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner? Go, go, go. Come on, come on. Just go, get up. Yeah, 307, those others are green high. I'm gonna get it. fringe. Right, last one. The fringe was my best effort and a couple of lefts. It's left, but ripped. Oh, that's a shame. It's a 164 ball. That has got plenty of ingredients. Just need to keep that face and strike a little bit more together. Last one. If anyone's still watching, that's a fin. This is the last one. This is definitely the last one. It's a high-low spinner, so foresight might give me the benefit of a low. Oh, here we go. It's a fake spin. I'm going to do it with a fake spin. Get on. Oh, get off that fringe. Really? Did I make it or not? I don't know. What I do know is that it's solid, feels good, looks great, sounds amazing. I think if you've got a Rogue already, I think you're there, you're good. If you're looking at updating your driver, it's one to try. It's definitely going to compete with your pings for stability. It feels solid and stable, which I like, which is obviously what all the marketing says. And it looks super good. And to be fair, Callaway do just make good drivers. What do you think in the comments down below? I'd love to hear about Ford drivers and other brands within the driver. If they got too many, remember, let me know what you think about that. If you like the reviews, hit the thumbs up button. We'll see you in the next video.